You're listening to BGR Pop Gospel Radio.
Keep it locked right here, y'all. Pop Gospel Radio. And we are the sound of the community. Get ready for Rachel Raquel. She's our host today for On the Set. Song entitled Usher the Spirit. By the Pop Gospel DJ.
My joy, my heart, my peace, my world, my hope, my light, my love, my Lord, my Redeemer, there for me. In Jesus Christ I be. I'ma live my life holy, and Lord, I give you praise.
God bless every ear that hears and receives the sound of the community. Pop Gospel DJs. This portion of the show is sponsored by Bedloo. Let the world help you decide. Download the app today. That's Bedloo. BEDLOO.
You're my everything.
More new music.
Yes, you are.
Gospel DJs. And if you like what you're hearing, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are the sound of the community. Right about now, it's time for On the Set. Thank you and welcome. We are on the set today with Rachel Raquel, and our special guest is Mr. Joseph Johnson.
Hello, Rachel. How you doing? Thank you for having me on the show. My name is Mr. Johnson, and I'm from God's People Transitional Housing. It's a pleasure being here. I've been in business for over 15 years. I'm also a founder and a promoter of helping God's people get out of situations. It took me 4 years to the point where I understand what God now is asking me to come out here to do, helping people. Having someone come back to me and saying to me, thank you for the help you've given me to get me into a job, to permanent housing. Now you enlighten me about the Word of God. I had these guys that come back to me, and they gave me standards of percentages of the people that I've helped and my successful rates for helping people to be housed, clothed, fed, educating them, as well as giving them the Word of God that they will understand. They said it's a 95%. I had a building on 5701 South San Pedro Street, and I had over 150 people to come through there a day. And within that is how they tally my rates or how my success was. And for me, it is when I hear someone come back and say, I want to help back out. I want to give back. I want to see what you're doing that I may help the community. I have some clothes to donate for the community. I have food that I'm willing to share or cook for these people. When I have programs, when we do outreach programs for the communities that we're in. I was in San Pedro for over 6 years. Well, when God blesses things, He does it in His own way. I was working there. I started there as a laborer, a dishwasher. I came in as a volunteer, and that was my spirit led me there. They call the San Pedro area South Central LA, which is a borough of the largest homeless population there is in Los Angeles. We have more homeless in that area than they have in the county of Los Angeles. San Pedro Street is in South Central Los Angeles. It's the street right on the other side of the borderline of the east and west. That area is a heavily homeless population in that area. Councilmen have made a big thing about we have more people here homeless than we have anywhere else in Los Angeles. But Los Angeles is the homeless capital of our United States. From our veterans and their families, from the guys who had lost their jobs, the people who also lost their medical expenses, the things that they need to do that the government have changed on them. And it's not so much as about being a drug addict. It's not about a drunk, but we will help the drunk as well. It's not about the uneducated. We like educating people to help turn your life around from being dysfunctional or not secure in your life to the point where it's that you are a productive citizen back in the community. It doesn't mean you gotta come from jail to become a productive citizen. It's not that the thing that you say, well, he came out of jail, so he's not a productive citizen. Or she's a drug addict, so she's not a productive citizen. You know, these things are things that the devil throw at you when you're trying to find a way to survive. But they said the labor is few. We don't show love and compassion no more. And that's what we need to show. For people to understand God, God is love. The kingdom of heaven is about love. So we gotta share love down here. How we can't look at another man that sleeps on the curb or digging in the trash can and we say we love God and we don't help this person. How you can walk past these people and not have emotional feeling for them? How you can see a person sitting on a bus stop with a basket full of their whole life savings and not have compassion for them?
South Central, y'all, we getting it from the Grizzy right here on Bop Gospel Radio. We're gonna take a break right here, but we'll be back with more Joseph Johnson.
Right about now, you're tuned to the Sound
The Bop Gospel DJ.
All right, Bedlu.com, here's live at Extra. Check it out.
All right, time to hook up our extra friends, and you are going to like this one. We are giving away Android tablets from the founders of Bedlu, and here to tell us all about it, Chief Brand Officer for Bedlu.com, Darren. What's going on, man?
Bedlu is a two-choice voting platform where you can compare any two photos, videos, pieces of music side by side, and everyone on your social media stream votes immediately. So you going out on a hot date, Mario, you say, which shirt should I wear, this one or that one? All of your fans vote immediately. We have over 2 million voters around the world.
Very cool. Next hot date I have, I'm definitely going to hook that up. For your chance to win a service computer, go to extratv.com and enter the secret word Thursday. Meanwhile, who wants some Bedlu?
Listening to BGR Pop Gospel Radio.
Welcome back as we continue with Rachel Raquel. And our guest for today is Mr. Joseph Johnson.
I thank God that He kept me focused, kept me grounded, and kept me thirsty to get His word in me. So I get to where I need to do and help other people. They said that, do we share our burdens of our brothers? Yes, we do. We got to share the, if we don't share the burdens of our brothers, that means we care not about anyone else. Because if what affects me is that person out there that's hungry, that's looking out to find a place to lay their head at, to put some clothes in their body so my children or other people's children won't see a grown adult walking down the street with their body parts hanging out, or walking around smelling bad, or walking around hearing them growl, or walking around trying to steal our people's stuff. They doing things like that. Satan is busy. He's catching them in a position where is that they're easy to be tempted.
Can you elaborate and tell us a little more about yourself?
Well, requirements in my building is this. I have house rules. My house rules: if you don't use drugs, look for a job, don't get displacent. The things that you have to get into your life is going to our classes, education, getting back to finding your different skills that you might need to learn, having a decent attitude towards one another, respect, no thievery, and no drugs, no alcohol. Be willing to step out there to succeed in the things that you might need to do. Like I find a lot of people don't have SSI, so they rely upon the GR. The GR have programs that when you come to God's People Transitional Housing, we assist upon you going to these programs to better your life. I ask people to give me what they call a progress report on themselves. I don't want to make a progress report on you. I want you to make a progress report on yourself. Where are you at? Let me show you how to make a progress report. What are you doing? Ask yourself that question. Where am I going the next morning? I'm not comfortable laying on somebody else's bed. I need my own permanent housing. So to do that, you got to be productive. You got to be willing to want to get up. You got to be willing to go out every day. You got to be willing to hear the word of God. You got to be willing to be respectful to the next person. You got to be willing to love the next person. You ain't got to go to bed with them. You got to love them as you love yourself. That's what it says in the Bible. It's simple. It's easy. I don't know how people make it so complicated. Well, I don't love him. I don't love him. But if you love God, you got to love the next person He created. So those are requirements of being around God's People Transitional Housing. All we're doing is trying to point you in a direction that we all should go in. It's not just the one person who's out there in the wilderness. They said the Spirit led Jesus out into the wilderness so He can be tempted. Because if people can't see the God in your actions, then what are we doing? If you can't see God in me when I move down the street, what are we doing? When we turn away from a person who said, I'm hungry, don't give me no money, give me a sandwich. How you can pass that up? He or she is not going to sell that sandwich. They'll eat the sandwich. They say they're hungry. Don't say, well, I'll just give you a little sandwich. What do you want to eat? If God bless me with to have enough funds that I can feed me and have enough funds to feed someone else, why not feed the person that don't know you? Don't do it for gratification. You do it because that's what God put in you. I'm not giving it to you because I don't get it back from you. I'm giving it to you because that's what my Spirit say give to you. The same way when I open up God's People Transitional Housing, people say, what you want? I don't want no whole bunch of money from you, man. Well, he's got to be responsible. We can't enable these people. So you give them a small bill so they can start building it up to responsibilities. I'm not going to take $226. Oh, yeah, my rent's $500. But I only get $221. And I get $190 in food stamps. Well, give me all that. That's unfair. How How you helping a person like that? How you leading a person about the food, that they have a hot meal program, that they get while they out there looking for their job, or going to their mental health programs, wherever that you sending them to go off to. And then how you take care of the toothpaste, their soap, and the things that they need. And it ain't just your toiletries. It's traveling grace, traveling, moving around. If you ain't giving them tokens, why would you take all their money? How you get to a program if you taking all their money? All my programs are not in one building. I will send you out to some other places to go to. It's called an outreach, you know? So you need to save people money and show them I'm not here for your money, I'm here for your spirit. Christ Citadel is where I worship. Now, it's also where God is directing my path to be at. And I welcome anyone, everyone to come because it's a reaming word there. My pastor's name is Pastor Claude King. He's a younger man, but I see the spirit God put on him before he became a pastor. We all made to be called the same way we here at the station. If God didn't call you to a radio station to get his word out, to invite in the Christian brothers and sisters, I see that's a ministry that you two have here. It's a call from the Lord to use this media for the Lord. When you look down at the things I need, of course, people can donate to me. I've not spoken on donations. I am a 501c3 nonprofit. I didn't know how to get that. I was just helping people. At the same time, Lord said, well, let me show you how to become a nonprofit. My heart is for God and for his people. The programs that we need to continue to do is to help the people. If we don't help the people, we will continue to fall upon the curse because we ain't no listening except for to our inner stomach. I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
We like to let our listeners know what are your missions and goals.
Well, my plans to help the homeless people is get them into permanent housing, whether it be a fixer-upper or one that you can rent or lease, get your education, show you a way to have a job, create jobs for you, to give you learning skills and teach you how to get your life back on track. And this is going to cost you nothing except willingness. I'm going to go ahead and get this because the state will pay for it. The government is willing to pay to help these people. We need to be able to come together and get a plan to the man on this earth that these people can live by. It's out there. It's just that we are not paying attention to it. So open out people's eyes, let them know that these things are there without stealing, without violence, without craziness. We can do this in a spiritual way of calmness. Just be diligent. My thing in God's people is to help you get off the street. I'll put you in temporary housing. I will give you education. I'll help you with your parenting skills. I'll help you with your drug addictions. My relationship with the people I help is a lifetime commitment. Whether you're doing good, whether you live in a nice, beautiful apartment or living in a small one. But we know you was in a situation when you met me. This is why I'm doing all I can to make sure you don't run into that situation again. And I use every avenue there is. Radio, TV, to help out the people in America. It doesn't matter what pigmentation you mean.
What's your biggest accomplishment since you started?
I came out here because I have the knowledge of real estate. I used to work for Vera Brokers in Central 21. So I came out to California. It's a real flat country. I'm from the East Coast where everything's built up in the air. Out here, everything's spread out wide. I'm like, I can buy a lot of land. I can build me some big, tall buildings out here. I can build some nice houses. And I can charge fair rent. Now, I wasn't that much spiritual when I said that. But God said, now you still can get the property, but you're going to now charge low rent. You never find a way to get these people into some nice houses with low rent. But I started off as a real estate investor. I was blessed to have a friend that had a check cashing place on Topanga Road. Then I lived in West Hills. I went down in LA, and it was sad. At that time, I had never been on Main Street and knew it. I seen so much homelessness down there. God inspired me to stop me from living in West Hills. He said, I need you to go down in the ghetto. I'm like, Lord, for real? Stop doing real estate? I just was authorized to pick up a $2.5 million check. The devil to pick it up, the Lord said, don't go pick it up. All right, that's got to be the devil. Only the devil tell me don't pick up that much money. Because I had planned to do something not exactly spiritual with that. I had planned to get my little big house, swimming pool, jacuzzis, and my girlfriends. God said, your girlfriends? No. Okay, you get a jacuzzi later. That big pool you get later. That big house you get later. But you need to get down in that ghetto. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. God said, son, I haven't denied you. I just delayed it. You can have all these things, but you got to have it in the way that I want you to use it. I actually closed my check cashing place down too. They just closed it down. Bam, I'm behind. Check cashing building closed. And I had a franchise from Nick's. Some Nick check cashing. I was like, get out of here. God was in control, not me. But he stopped me from being on a check cashing business. He stopped me from buying an apartment building. He said, this is what I want you to do. You would buy the apartment building. When you get the apartment building, you're going to give it to the homeless people. I said, huh? That don't make sense. I would give it? Jesus. but I still had to do it because God said so. When he stopped me from having my flesh satisfied, my spirit man grew up. So I give God the glory in that because my kids changed. They called me for prayer. They called me when they're in a situation. They call me for advice, and they know that I'm telling them I'm going to God and ask him for the answers to give to you. And so far, God's been doing it. I've been out here almost 10 years. When I first came to Los Angeles, I had no one here. And now I didn't know why I even came here. Honestly speaking, I was like, I'm going out to California. I was planning to go to Italy. I didn't know I was being saved on the way here. God redeemed me from my old sinful nature.
If our listeners wanted to know how to contact you, how would they do so?
The email address, that is at gpth2012@gmail.com. I'm also on Facebook as God's People Transitional Housing. The contact numbers that you have there, you can call me at any hour.
Mr. Joseph Johnson from South Central LA, God's People Transitional Housing. You're listening to On the Set with Rachel Raquel, BGR Bop Gospel Radio. We're on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Download the free audio files. That's right, I said free audio files. Go to SoundCloud.com for a past anniversary, fundraisers, youth program events. Contact us at Bop Gospel Trusted Brand. Email bopgospeldjs@gmail.com or call area code 310-774-1636. 310-774-1636. And this concludes this episode of On the Set with Rachel Raquel and special guest, Mr. Joseph Johnson.
This is Mr. Johnson, God's People Transitional Housing from the South Central LA area. You're listening to BGR, Bop Gospel Radio. Bop Gospel Radio.
Gospel Radio. More brand new music by the Bop Gospel DJs. Right here, y'all. You heard it first on BGR. It's called Save My Soul by the Bop Gospel DJs.